June 14th, our anniversary. I sat on the edge of the bed, cradling a small silver-wrapped box in my hand. Inside was a handwritten letter and a bracelet, fine diamonds strung together in quiet elegance. She always appreciated things that whispered rather than shouted. At exactly 6:42 p.m., my phone chimed. Stuck at work, babe. Might be late tonight. Sorry. I stared at the message for a long moment. Then I tapped into the location-sharing app. There she was, CHCL1, a French place known for candlelight and intimacy. 2 glasses of wine already waiting on the table. She sat across from some young guy in a white shirt, smiling at him like he was the center of her universe. He grinned back, unaware he was cracking open someone else's world. I didn't feel rage. Not yet. Just a hollow stillness spreading through my chest, like frost creeping over glass. I set the phone aside, breathed in slowly, and by the time night had fallen, I was packing. Not clothes, not photos, but files. The kind that matter. Information. I was gone before sunrise. 5 years. That's how long I poured myself into building more than just walls and a roof. I gave her a sanctuary. I paid off her father's medical bills. I named her my life insurance beneficiary because I believed we were forever. On our wedding night she cried, said she felt lucky. So did I. But love can be a blindfold. And comfort, when misused, becomes a weapon. Over time, her phone stopped needing a lock, until it suddenly needed one again. Her laughter became more frequent when reading messages, yet she laughed less around me. One night, her phone buzzed at 2:11 a.m. She didn't even flinch. I reached for it, but the passcode was different. That was the moment I knew. Not by drama or shouting, but by silence. I didn't wake her. Didn't ask questions. Just stared at the locked screen and realized I was already emotionally gone. That night, I mirrored her phone's backup to my laptop. She never suspected a thing. Over the next month, I read through the entirety of her digital footprint. Hundreds of messages with a guy named Jaden. 20 years old. Dropped out of college. Clownish selfies, zero ambition. They met at a cafe. She said he made her feel alive. Said I was too predictable. Too stable. Funny, considering that stability paid for everything she enjoyed. I didn't confront her. I became invisible. Smiled when she came home late, kissed her cheek, catalogued every lie, every timestamp, every location ping, every fake excuse. I studied her the way you study a foreign language. The way her lips curled when she lied. The slight head tilt. Always glanced to the left. Over 6 weeks, I took apart our shared life with precision. Removed her from my insurance. Pulled her off the joint account. Shifted investments into a private trust under my sister's name. Rerouted my mail to a P.O. box she didn't even know existed. The house? Mine alone. She never checked the title. Didn't know I had refinanced 2 years prior. I was extracting her from my life like a surgeon removing a tumor. Quietly, cleanly. Our anniversary dinner was the final test. She picked him. So I chose silence. No arguments. No letters. Just an empty closet, frozen accounts, and one forwarded email to her employer, complete with photographic evidence of her personal escapades, paid for on the company dime. By morning, my phone was in meltdown. 17 missed calls. 42 texts. The last one. Where the F** are you? What did you do? I didn't respond. She showed up at my office, but I'd resigned 2 days earlier. Left respectfully. No drama. No mess. Just handshakes and thank yous. She tried calling my mother. Blocked. She reached out to my friends. Loyal. That same afternoon, she returned home, to a locked front door. Code changed. An official eviction notice taped right to it. Inside the envelope, a letter from my attorney explaining, in perfect legal detail, that the mortgage, utilities, even the Wi-Fi, were all in my name. She had 72 hours. She spiraled. 2 weeks later, I released everything. The photos. The videos. The screenshots. To her boss. To her friends. Even to her mother, who once called me the son she never had. The truth hit like a wrecking ball. Her affair was no longer secret. Jaden vanished the moment he saw a letter referencing grooming and cohabitation, with attached evidence. Probably hiding out in his mother's basement now. She tried to make amends. Showed up crying outside my new apartment one night. Midnight. Broken. Begging. I didn't answer. Just watched from the second-floor window. The same window she used to wait at when I came home late from work. Poetic. Now I live simply. Quietly. No more pretending. No more lies. Just clean mornings and full control of my peace. Sometimes people ask me if I miss her. I don't. I miss the version of her I created in my head, the fantasy I fell for. Not the woman who whispered she loved me while texting a boy she barely knew. She lost a man who would have moved mountains for her. I lost someone who swapped loyalty for a cheap thrill. We are not the same. As for revenge, it wasn't loud. It wasn't cruel. It was calculated. Precise. I didn't destroy her. I simply stepped back and let her burn everything down herself. All it took was a little push. And that was enough.